Top 10 Dangerous Kids Reacting to Serving Life in Prison. Have you ever wondered how life in prison would be for kids who are given a sentence? Want to see how a few of them reacted? Well, the word dangerous kids usually don't go together, but we have collected the names of 10 extremely dangerous kids and how they have reacted to serving their lives in prison at a quite young age. Roxanne Sikorsky. She was arrested at the age of 15 for the murder of her entire family with the help of her 23-year-old boyfriend. Her brother was rescued by the police just in time. Her adoptive parents defended her, saying that she suffered from mental illness. It was noticed that Michael Rivera, Roxanne's boyfriend, was giving her instructions on how to kill her family. During the sentencing, she was tearful and apologized to her family for all that she had done. She was trembling and weeping, but the judge sentenced her to prison for 20 years. Lionel Tate. The youngest American was 14 when he received life imprisonment. He was guilty of killing his 6-year-old sister. His lawyer defended, saying that he was just playing with his sister and accidentally hurt her as he weighed 165 pounds. It is not known how she was killed, but she had fractured ribs and a crushed skull. It was noticed that he remained emotionless during the entire court time. T.J. Lane. He was a high school student when he committed murders to 3 of his batchmates, and 3 of the others were left injured. When he was tried at the court, he was seen doing inappropriate things. He even wore a shirt behind which he wore a shirt where he had the word killers scribbled on it. He even spit some hateful comments at the victims' families and even laughed when one of them tried to say something. Antonio Barbeau. He was sentenced to 36 years of imprisonment at the age of 14 in the case of murdering his 78-year-old grandmother. He hit her with a hatchet hammer when he visited her with a friend called Nathan, and the 2 of them wanted to steal money from his grandmother. When he was given a chance to spread out his statement at the court, he started weeping and could not finish reading them. And then his attorney stood up and read it out for him, who was also got tearful while doing so. Stuart Harling. Stuart Harling was an introverted teenager who was surrounded by violent games and inappropriate websites. He killed a 36-year-old woman named Cheryl Moss. However, he showed remorse in court, to which the judge said that it meant nothing to him. After knowing all the details, the judge sentenced him to a minimum of 20 years. Jessica Carline. This 17-year-old Jessica killed people when she crashed her vehicle inside a hospital. She was also injured, but she survived. Later, at the time of the investigations, she pleaded guilty and admitted that she was high. She was very emotional and was seen tearing up and showed complete remorse while giving her statement. It was also found out that she was going about 76 miles per hour. Gathering all the details, the judge gave her a sentence of 12 to 16 years in prison. Caleb Sharp. He was imprisoned for 40 years as convicted by the judge. He pled guilty to murdering a classmate and injuring 3 others. More than 200 people came to give their statements and requested the judge to give the maximum possible sentence of imprisonment to the young boy. He apologized to the victims' families and asked for their forgiveness, but no emotion was seen on his face when the sentence was announced. Beffer brothers. Robert, who was 18, and Michael, who was 16, were the accused murderers. 5 members were found dead. When found guilty, Robert said that he always wanted to be a serial killer and was given life imprisonment without parole. Michael also pleaded guilty and was given 5 consecutive life terms. He smiled at the judge and then wiped his eyes when the statement was given. Beside that, the brothers remained emotionless. Daniel Bartlett. This young boy went to prison at an age as young as 15. Daniel Bartlett was very young when he committed the most deadly crime. He murdered his mother coldly when he was sleeping peacefully with a claw hammer. As if this did not give him enough satisfaction, he set the house on fire with his mother's body inside and having the audacity to lie. He told the court that a burglar had invaded his home. He pleaded to be not guilty, but eventually he blabbered the truth when he agreed to manslaughter and ultimately was convicted by the judge. Evan Miller. This young murderer was put to jail at the age of 14. He went to rob a house with his and when the owner of the house was waking up. He beat the old man to death with just a baseball bat. When he was in the court, the judge found a chilling note that said, "I have come to take your life. I'm God, Cole." Evan Miller was not bothered even after he was resentenced to